downgrade, running quarterbacks. I don't know if it's conscious or subconscious. I don't know if they had some type of clandestine meeting about this or whatever. But, why would you go out of your way to bash a guy's skill set given to him by God once again? Why would you do that? And the thing I always go back to is, if you don't like that style of quarterback, don't draft them. But guess what? You have to draft them because they're the best quarterbacks available coming from college. And so I don't know what's going on, but I absolutely detest, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, I absolutely detest when I hear somebody say, well, stop running. Stop trying to be a running back. Stay back there in the pocket like Dan Marino or Joe Montana or whatever. I hate that, man. And a lot of these cats, man, they buy into it. I always talk about how Vic, after a couple of years, he listened to all of the critics and he stopped trying to run. Then he went to jail and he got out and he was like, freak that, I'm going to go back to doing what I do. You got to do what you do. It's as simple as that. You can't be anybody else. Be the best you that you can be. And I'm talking about these quarterbacks, if you're listening. Be the best quarterback you can be. It got you this far. Why would you change it? Back in 3 minutes.
Hello, everyone. This is Grandma Eunice. I want you to come on and listen to my grandson on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Help me keep this boy out of trouble. Come on, cook with the microwave on Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Grandma Eunice, bye-bye. Boy, I thought you said Georgie was coming over today.
You hear that? He's coming. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. The Alpha Male's coming. Only on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. The Alpha Male.
What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Our number two of the sportsapp.com. What is it? It's the first live action mobile sports app played in real time and a cool way to immerse yourself in the game. Make coaching calls just like the pros. Check out the video. Download for free this fall and register now again at footballsportsapp.com. Want to be part of this new exciting technology and make money? Fill out the short form at the bottom of the website and mention TDSS. Again, footballsportsapp.com. Yes, sir. All right, let's try it again. It's our number two of the Doug Stewart Show, baby. Let's go. Yeah. It's hour number 2. And coming up in 15 minutes, man, a little entertainment conversation, birthdays, and all of that stuff, man. Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show, especially if you're new. Yeah, especially if you're new. Welcome to the show. We've been doing this now for going on 2 years, or I think we surpassed already 2 years. I think October. I got to go back and look at that because that's very important. We actually celebrated the birthday of the show and of the network a couple of weeks ago, TDSS Weekend 2 here in Atlanta. But I need to find out the exact date, or maybe we can have somebody come in the studio and sing me happy birthday or something like that. Shut up. On that Wilbon thing, man, one more thing from that Wilbon thing, I kind of mentioned this before, but like I always, or I believe that there's some type of, like I said, concerted effort to denigrate, athletic quarterbacks, and I don't know if it's conscious or subconscious, watching the strides that these players have made over the years, man, and to see year in and year out, Cam Newtons of the world, Deshaun Watsons of the world, I'll even put in that conversation Russell Wilson, to do the things that they're doing, man, is incredible. Now, I will say this. Yeah, I don't know what it is with some of these cats where they don't understand they have to protect themselves and they have to get down, they have to learn how to slide. Like what happened with Cam this past weekend where he tried to lollygag into the end zone and got smacked side his damn head. I mean, I think of Fran Sanford when I think about that situation. That's just dumb, son. That's just dumb. Like I don't understand that. Like Vic, for the longest time, and I mean probably till the end of his career, and I think his career is probably over now, he never figured out how to slide, which is just unbelievable to me. I thought every little kid knew how to slide. Same thing with RG3. Cam takes more shots than are necessary a lot of times, but I think it's okay for him because he's big. The problem I got with the shots Cam takes is they're helmet to helmet, and they don't let that fly for any other quarterback in the NFL. And I'm not talking about where he turns into a runner when he's outside of the pocket or anything like that. No, I'm talking about in the pocket when Cam takes these vicious shots that no other quarterback in the league will get. So, I mean, they got to work on things like that, man, but I truly believe that in 10 years, you're probably going to see the majority of the quarterbacks in the NFL being these quote-unquote dual threat / new jack quarterbacks. Like, if you got 32 teams, I believe it. Maybe not even 10 years, maybe 5 years, because the talent is just too much to ignore. You might want to ignore it. You might be old school where, you want your quarterback to sit in the pocket, but if clearly the best player in the games, in the national championship games every year is Cam Newton or Deshaun Watson, what you going to do? Ignore it? Huh? What you going to do? So I don't know whether it's, and I do believe that it's self-preservation. I do believe a lot of it, a lot of the angst that they get from media members, from NFL brass, from scouts or whatever, with this negative connotation to these type of quarterbacks is because, it's self-preservation. They don't want to see the style of quarterbacks, the traditional style of quarterback that just sits in the pocket all day. They don't want to see that go away. But it's going away. Now, I'm not saying that a drop-back, traditional style quarterback will totally be out of football. No. I mean, that'll probably never be the case. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that at all. There'll always be a place for a Ben Roethlisberger or a Joe Montana or a guy that can just stand back there and flick it and throws the ball 100 miles per hour, or Brett Favre. There'll always be a place. All I'm saying is that whole mindset of 25 years ago, Cam Newton's big, fast, and athletic, let's make his ass into a tight end, that's out. Yeah, that's out. No. No. When these college quarterbacks, man, increasingly, or college coaches increasingly, they don't give a rat's ass about what anybody says. They're trying to win, okay? They're trying to win. And, if the majority of these players, the best players, the 4- and 5-star players coming out of college, the Jalen Hurds of the world, the Lamar Jacksons of the world, are going to help them win a championship so they can keep their job, that's what they're going to do. Damn what we did in 1975. We trying to win. We trying to keep our jobs. So it's changing for the better, I believe. For the better. And I do believe within 5-10 years, the majority of the NFL teams, 32 teams, you have more than half have these quote-unquote new jack quarterbacks. I said it. Book it. Let me read some of your messages on the chat room on Spreaker.com on this Woman Wednesday. Good Lord. Tiffany Sports and Heels. Damn. Okay. All right. Tiffany Sports and Heels. I see you. Your avatar looking oh so good there. All right. I see you. Damn, a Kai toy, huh? Tiffany Sports and Heels. I see you. She says something in the chat room. Thanks, Big L. She's talking to somebody in the chat room. From Texas Ty, click the heart. AI, we are digging it here. Go JT. If the Buckeyes, but pulling him to win. They're talking some college football, it looks like. From Clay, Mr. Stokes Davis, these teams' owners want their quarterbacks to be the face of the franchise that can show off, or that they can show off to colonizers. They don't want a guy with tattoos or ear piercings. Yeah, and that's a large part of the issue as well. But most of these guys, man, I don't see these guys being wearing a bunch of tattoos or whatever for the most part. I mean, those are like I said earlier, those are outliers. Like Deshaun Watson is as clean cut as they come. Right. Cam Newton, for the most part, was clean cut as they came. Lamar Jackson, I don't see a bunch of tattoos and earrings or whatever. Now, they might have some funky hairstyles or whatever, but it's crazy. From Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast, what up, folk? I agree with LD on the black quarterbacks thing. The stats show that black quarterbacks run a lot more than white quarterbacks. Well, the stats show that black quarterbacks have been very successful as well. Stats show that black quarterbacks can move the chains. Stats show that black quarterbacks have been in the Super Bowl for the last 3-4 years. It's kind of like becoming a theme, From Spicy Conversations. What up, Spicy? Good morning, Spicy. Drank in this Lemitra early this morning. What the hell is Lemitra? I don't even know what that is. From Clay, Mr. Stokes Davis. Not really, Doug. The dual threat quarterback was supposed to blossom 5 years ago. The colonizers will always keep a pocket passer on their team. We'll see. We'll see. If the talent level that they have to choose from, though, is quote-unquote dual-threat quarterbacks, what you going to do? Like I was saying to Wilbon yesterday in these series of tweets, if you don't want these type of quarterbacks, don't draft them. But you have to. It's like, what are you going to do? You're going to not draft Lamar Jackson because you're scared about him running? You weren't going to draft RG3? Even though the RG3 thing turned out bad, because of injuries, because of that thing I was just talking about where he doesn't understand that he still has to protect himself. What are you going to do? Ignore these guys? Huh? What? You're going to ignore Jalen Hurd, when it's his time to come out if he continues to progress as a quarterback? What are you going to do? You're in what they call one of them pickles. From LD from the D. Come on, Doug. It's racial, man. It's always been a negative connotation with athletic black quarterbacks. We're running quarterbacks, but the white guy is a mobile quarterback. I mean, truth be told, you're exactly right, sir. Like, Steve Young used to run just as much as anybody else. Nobody really had a problem with Steve Young running the football from what I remember. There's nothing bad about that. So, I mean, there is that. There is a 10 of that. There is. No, there's no denying that at all. That's part